In today's live session, my first ever, I am going to tell you about a body wisdom exercise that I have done myself. And I want to share this with you on Therapy Thursday because I think what's more appropriate than look at an exercise that everyone can do, which is fairly simple. And it's also a little bit of a cheat because I haven't told anyone that I'm going live. So probably there's no one watching this, which suits me just fine. But hopefully I'll get to have a little recording of it and I can upload this as well. And it kind of dips my toes in the waters with going live. So this is the first session ever live on YouTube, and I'm very excited. I have also bought a new camera, so I can show you an exercise whilst I have a camera that is shooting, so I can speak to you. So let's get to it. I'm just going to switch the camera here so that we can see the exercise. So here is a picture of the exercise that I have already done. So I did it on the 2nd of May, which is a few days ago. But I thought that this was really helpful. So I wanted to share it with you. And it's really an inner body wisdom exercise. So essentially, it's very simple. What you need is a piece of paper and something to draw with, a pencil, and then you need some colors. And I just have I have a quite big set of colors here, but you don't need a set quite as big as this. It's good to have a few of the different colors, though. You know, like an orange, red, yellow, blue, green, and maybe purple, black, and white. So that's really all you kind of would need, I think, for this particular exercise. So let's jump into how you would do this exercise. So the idea here is that you basically have your brain has a sort of a split in it. So your left brain half, the left half of your brain, is connected with your right hand. And if you're right-handed, meaning you're writing with your right hand, then your left brain is also controlling your right hand and the way that your logic, and it's all about, you know, being analytical and using words, whereas your right brain half is about being honest. And it's more about working with images and, in a way, the truth. And it's connected with your left hand. So I'm explaining this to you just simply because we're going to be using both our right hand and our left hand to draw and write with. So let's just get to it. Right. So to start with, you want to um, sit down in a quiet place where you're not disturbed. And then you want to breathe calmly for around a minute whilst you become aware of your body. So you just want to close your eyes and sit calmly, breathing, maybe feeling how the back of your body is resting against a chair or a sofa or whatever it is you're sitting in. And then what you want to do is you want to imagine a white light which slowly comes down through your head and comes into your body so you can look around inside your body. Now, if you're not a very visual person, you might find it difficult to kind of make pictures inside your mind's eye, then that's okay. You just close your eyes and you simply just, instead, you simply just feel what it feels like. So as the white light, as you imagine a white light coming through the top of your head and into your head, you just try and feel, sense, what does it feel like inside of my head? So you, as you're doing that, you pay attention to all of your body. You continue all the way down through your body and you become aware of your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your fingers, your chest, your heart and your stomach, inner organs, legs, feet, and toes. And a good thing to do is to try and see if you feel any kind of heat or coolness, anything that sort of feels like it's itchy or painful or heavy or sore. It could also be like a spinning sensation. And then what you do once you've been through your whole body is you take your pencil in your non-dominant hand, so the hand that you're not writing with, and if you're normally left-handed, uh, then you would put it in your right hand. If you're normally right-handed, you would put the pencil in your left hand. So for me, I would put my pencil in my um, left hand, and then I started by drawing. Actually, I think I started here like this, and then I drew this form here. And as you can see, this is by no means a perfect proportioned body or outline of a body. I hope you can see that quite clearly. It's not the idea, you see. And also, you can say, well, it's kind of interesting how your body ends up looking. Like my arms are hugely long, and my head is also quite large compared to the rest of the sort of narrowness of this body. But that's not really what this exercise is about. You just draw an outline of your body. And then once you have drawn this outline, a simple outline of your body, you choose one or more colors and then you draw what you felt. So if you had a sore shoulder, you could draw like a thick black line over your shoulder. If you had a kind of very painful uh, sort of pain, you might a sharp pain, you might draw sort of red sharp lines in the area. It might be your knee, so painful, sharp pain in your knee. You would maybe use a red there to show that. The important thing is that you choose what color it is that suits what it is you feel and how it should be drawn. So if you have several areas of your body where you notice that there's an issue, then just choose one of them which you're going to focus on. For me, I started off by drawing these orange kind of lines. I'll just move it up a little bit so you can see. So you can see these kind of orange spirally movements and then something coming out my mouth. It's actually because I was a bit gassy that day. Um, and then I drew these kind of little marks on my face and my ears and on my elbows. And these are really about my skin. And that's what this exercise is focusing on, and what the dialogue out here is focusing on as well. So that's what I chose that I was going to work with. And you basically choose one. So you might have, like me, several. Uh, One is fine if you just do one. And if you have several, then just choose the one you want to explore through this dialogue that I'm going to talk you through. So you start off by writing the name of the body part that you want to speak to on your piece of paper. And for me, now this is in Danish, but I'm talking you through this in English. It says my skin because the bits that I've shown is really about my skin. And then you want to write with your dominant hand. So for me, the right hand, tell me about yourself. So with my dominant hand, I've written, tell me about yourself in Danish. Then, um, what you want to do is you want to sit back, be quiet, and listen. And you want to maybe also close your eyes and try not to analyze or reject whatever comes to you. This is really about um, an inner dialogue. So you want to really pay attention and try and take on board what it is that is given to you from the inside here. Okay, so once you sense something coming to you, an answer, you want to write down your answer with your non-dominant hand. And for me, it's my left hand. So here, um, I've written, my skin is holding everything together in my body. My skin on my face and the head is also a protection against what comes from the outside. Okay, so again, you write with your dominant hand if you have a question that comes up in you. You could just write, what can I do to make you feel better? But I wrote, why do you become hard and dry and peely? And then with my non-dominant hand, I wrote lack of exercise, or actually lack of movement. Bevægelse means movement. So then another question quickly arose in me, which type of movement? And I wrote that with my dominant hand. The reason that we're switching, or you should be switching between your hands, is because you're logically analyzing what is this answer that I'm getting, and you're writing a new question, but you want the truth from your body, and you get that when you have to write with your non-dominant hand, which in my case is connected with my my right brain half, which is the truth-seeking one and the one that can't lie, basically. When I write, when I have to move my non-dominant hand, it can't, basically, it has to write the truth. So this is the reason why we're switching between the hands. So what type of movement? Fluid movement. Okay. What can I do in order for you to feel well again? So with my non-dominant hand, use more time on yourself. That was quite a surprise to me. Use more time on myself. How is that going to help my skin to use more time on myself? Okay, so my non-dominant hand, and the response I got here, relaxation. How is relaxation going to help on the fluid? It's going to dissolve things. Okay. How should I use more time on myself? And then with my non-dominant hand, dance, take a walk by the water, sleep, and play. Okay. And finally, how should I play? And with my non-dominant hand, so that it becomes surprising and easy. So an easy process. Right. So this is an example of the exercise that I would suggest that you do. Once you have finished, then you would put your drawing a little bit away from yourself so that you can see your drawing. at a distance, and then try and notice how you feel and what you think. And you don't really want to um, actually start assessing or making it uh, a sort of oh, I really like this, or I don't really like this. You want to just try and see what comes up for you. Try and not be too judgmental. "Oh, I don't like the outline that I've drawn. It looks really horrid. You know, it doesn't look like my body at all," because this isn't what the exercise is about. It's more about really trying to listen to what your body is telling you, the inner wisdom of your own body, and try and work with that. And then I would suggest that you also put your drawing away for a little while. If it's difficult for you to accept maybe what the drawing is telling you, what your body has told you through the drawing, then try and put your drawing away for a little bit and just try and see, how does this actually make me feel in a couple of days from now? Because sometimes it takes a little time in order for us to really digest the information. And when it comes back, we're sort of like, yeah, okay, I can see that this has a value. So that's the exercise that I wanted to share with you today in this first live stream ever. And probably nobody has been watching it, but I'm going to put up a version of it, and next time I'll be sure to advertise, or at least make you aware that there's going to be another live stream, and perhaps you can check in and watch live next time. Okay, so until then, be well, and I'll see you again soon.